Hey there, Winos. This is Vince.Wine. Okay, today I am on my way to Trader Joe's. I've been hearing a lot of really good things about Trader Joe's. I have no idea what their wine selection is like, so I'm gonna try not to crash while I'm talking to you. Okay, I'm at a complete stop. But let's find out what kind of selection Trader Joe's has to offer on today's How to Wine. Okay, so in first glance, everything sort of looks like stuff that I've seen before. A lot of I've got Saldo back here, and just sort of a lot of these brands that I've really seen a lot of. There's some butter here, but then, let me turn the camera around here. Look at this amazing old world selection. They have specific selection for Germany, Spain, France, and then a new world selection, Argentina, Chile, all the South American wines, South Africa, New Zealand, and then a huge selection of Italian wines. I can't believe they have these dedicated sections here that are so hard to find. This is a Barolo. Okay, Barolo is such an expensive wine, and I'm looking at it here. This is a 2017 vintage. This is a $14 wine. Like, I have to go with this one for sure. They've got Valpolicella, Amarone, and look at these prices, $20, $10, $15. The Casone on the left there is a staff pick, a staff favorite. Check out this Chianti. This is a $5 Chianti Classico. Okay, over here they have the Spanish section here, and it's just really cool to see such a diverse selection of wine here. This is the New Zealand, Australian, South African wines. Oh my goodness, they even have wine from Burgundy's Macanais region. This is a Macon Chardonnay. I mean, this is just a very specific and peculiar region in Burgundy. It's $10, and they actually have this available here. I mean, usually you have to go to a specialty bottle shop for something like this. Right now I'm looking at the Bordeaux. Look at this $7 Bordeaux here. And they've got a really grand Bordeaux selection here. And yeah, they're lower end Bordeaux wines. There's a $5 Bordeaux there. But, you know, these are really great selections. You just don't see something like this walking into like a Safeway or not a wine dedicated shop. This is Chateauneuf du Pape, and that's more about, right, $25 on the price range there. And then all these Côte de Rhône and Rhône regions. I mean, just these really specific wines are really, really difficult to find. I spoiled myself. I'm gonna go with this $6 Bordeaux after all, and this was a staff recommendation. How have I been sleeping on Trader Joe's? Okay. I'm so excited. I went a little bit overboard today. Don't worry, this is not like a full case of wine. Sorry for my energy. I'm just so excited. Okay, you can see that I kind of couldn't help myself. I got into one of them for sure. But let's just start with, oh yeah, this is the Macon one of Burgundy. So this is old Chardonnay. Really excited for this one. And you guys saw the price point on this. I'll leave it here. Here is the star of the show. I'm so excited for this Barolo, so I think these are the two that I want to open today. I also picked up this Bordeaux. I don't want to open this today. Maybe I'll Corvin it. This was the $7 Bordeaux. I just don't want to waste all this wine. And then literally just on a whim, I saw this. Hey, it was $5. Viognier Chenin Blanc from South Africa. Yeah, that is a really, really cool looking wine. I just had to grab it. And that's the thing, is that I think walking away from Trader Joe's, the thing I learned is that the selection there is just so good. Like you saw, the sort of normal Chardonnay, Zinfandel, Pinot Noir area just sort of looked pretty basic, and in fact a little bit below standard. But then you get into their old world section, and that was so cool. And they even had that really cool new world section too, but you don't see like Chile, Argentina, South Africa. This is not South Africa, but South Africa. You don't usually see a whole section just dedicated to that in your normal everyday grocery store, which Trader Joe's kind of is. This was the recommendation that the wine buyer there pointed out to me. I had to try this Tuscany. It's a Sangiovese Syrah. Okay, well, without further ado, let's go ahead and just pop some of these open and see what kind of quality they have. As much as I would love to try that Chenin Blanc from South Africa, I just don't want to waste so much wine today. I'm only one person, and even though I can drink, I can't drink like that. Cork Pops, please sponsor me. So this is the all-encompassing designation that Mâcon Vert for reds, whites, and rosés from the Maconnais region in Burgundy. So there's the Chalonnais and the Maconnais are sort of towards the southern part of Burgundy. That's why I was really excited to see. You usually just don't see the Mâcon being represented. So let's just see how this goes. Really beautiful color on there. I love it. Looks kind of nice and crisp right there. Low viscosity there. Kind of a nice sort of lemon color. And I just want to get this bad boy on the nose. Oh, we've got a saying in my house. Definitely French. This smells so beautiful. I'm actually getting a little bit of petrol on the nose, and then underneath that there is just this sort of like almost limestone minerality. It is so gorgeous, and some really pretty honeysuckle and green apple. This is just so pretty. Oh, wow. Okay, this is everything I just said as far as flavor descriptors on the palate, but it is just really kind of oily on the palate, kind of medium light body, and then that finish is sort of zesty. It's got this nice little snap of crispness on the finish, and it adds just a kiss of like white pepper spice on there. Really a gorgeous wine. I love this. And for 10 bucks, you just can't beat this. Let's go on to the next. Okay, so this is the one that I went all out for. This was the really expensive one at $14. As soon as I saw Barolo, I love Barolo so much, and it's just hard for me to get my hands on because they typically start at like $50 and higher. You're really looking at $60, $70 plus to get a good Barolo. So I am really like wondering what could this possibly be like. It is a DOCG wine. So that means, I mean, if they put Barolo on it, then it actually has to be from the Barolo region, made with all of the restrictions and quality qualifications that makes Barolo what it is. So $14, let's see what happens here. Cork Pops, please sponsor me. Cork Pops, please sponsor me. Cork Pops. Okay, let's just see what that looks like. Oh my gosh, look at this color. Oh my goodness. Look at how low concentration that is. And it is just this rusty looking color in there too. Sort of a nice cranberry color in there. It just screams Italy already. So this is a 2017 vintage, and I'm really excited. That means it's not too young, and we're gonna see how this does on the nose. Yeah, this is just leather. Oh, some beautiful dry rose petal and dried red fruits. There's a lot of dry in here. Dry cranberry. A kiss of like youthful but still rustic style of oak on there too. Really pretty. Let's get it on the palate. Okay, this is good. Here's the thing. It is definitely missing that sensation that you can get from Barolo. There's like a perfuminess to it that only hits you once it's on the palate. The tannins are actually medium, where Barolo usually has a super high tannin structure. The acidity is about right. It is an Italian varietal, needs to hold up to all of those the tomato sauces and acidic foods. The finish is decent. It's a medium light body. Okay, this isn't a huge win, but what can I expect? It was $14. This is kind of the quality I was thinking it was going to be, but it is perfectly drinkable. It is so yummy, and how cool to taste the terroir of the Barolo region and only spend $14. That is such a treat. Yeah, it's simple, it's fun, it's delightful. What more can I say? Okay, so this wine was really the big winner, I would have to say. I opened this one up. I filmed this over 2 days, so I actually opened this yesterday. And this is the Casoni Toscana 2013. It is a 80% Sangiovese and 20% Syrah. So in Tuscany, you can do that. That's where that super Tuscan came from. It's not 100% Sangiovese. It is Sangiovese blend. But the coloration on this is just super deep and dark, really, really gorgeous. That color is blended from the Syrah. And it was truly a killer recommendation. You can see how much deeper that concentration is. The color is a little darker there. Oh, and I can smell that all day. This was $10, and I need to just go back and get a case of this stuff here. Oh yeah, there is thyme and oregano on that nose. This is true Italy. Cherry, cranberry, something so perfumey on there. Rose petal, pomegranate. Oh, all these really sort of dry, gorgeous red fruits. Oh, there's like a savoriness on there too. I think this is actually drinking better today than it did yesterday. Really gorgeous mouthfeel, nice tannin structure, good acidity. This is just such a delight. I really do need to buy a case of this. It is fantastic. Well, there you have it, winos. That was my first ever look at the wine section at Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's, you are my new favorite go-to wine place. Thank you for having such an amazing old world and crazy new world selection that you just don't see anywhere else outside of a wine specialty shop. If you enjoyed what you saw here today, please leave me a like. That helps so much. Don't forget to share this video with your wine friends. And until next time, winos, drink safe and drink well. Cheers.